Well, because of that, let's get down to business then, huh? I at least need to get another season in there with Tampa. Oh, I don't need to, but I want to. Why do I want to? Mental illness, probably. Let's be honest. Last thing that we saw was a first-round sweep at the hand of the Capitals, who went on to win Lord Stanley's drinking apparatus. So, oh God, is Mike Green gonna stay? Palmieri got better, Kreider got better. We still have such a young team, but damn. All right, first things first, draft lottery, since we won't be included in it. Hello, Endurance. Ooh, Anaheim. So Colorado loses the Nathan McKinnon lottery. Looks like the Ducks are going to get him instead. Unless there's some sort of crazy trade we can pull off. Which, never say never. All right, first step. Marty is not gone. Okay. So retiree is Nabokov, Mason, Hobby, Bullen, Huey, Rolison, Thomas, Legacy, Osgood, and Conklin, Lalim. Defensively, Gonchar, Pronger, Niedermeyer, McCabe, Kuba, and many others. Adam Foote, Frantisek Caberlet, Hal Gill. And then for the forwards, it was Yager, Forsberg, Fedorov, Karen, Madano, Naslin, Brindamore, Recchi. Just a crazy list of league departures, including Shane Bowers, because, you still need people to fill out the free agent list. But, all right, let's see what we can do here. I can't say I'm heading into this draft with like a crazy game plan or anything. We'll kind of play it by ear. Nobody in the top 5 wants to trade their pick. So we got work to do. Odds are we're not going to be able to work out a deal with Anaheim. Yeah, I'm not trading Andrei Vasilevsky. Well, in fairness, I probably should do that deal. Because it's for Nathan McKinnon. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. I want to keep Vasi on Tampa for obvious reasons. So we have the 15th and the 17th picks. That's not too bad. No second rounder. Couple thirds, couple fourths. Couple coffee in the big time. Yeah. I mean, technically, I could let go of Vasi because we have Gibson, but not really feeling that. Can I flip Pascal Leclerc? I can for 2/3 to Chicago. Sorry, Pascal, you blew it in the playoffs, buddy. Can I get rid of Jeff Zatkoff? I can, but for Zach Dalpe, I will do that just to get rid of Zatkoff. What year are we in? This was just finished our 4th season, so technically 2013 is the draft that we're at right now, the Nathan McKinnon draft. All right, well, I won't trade Justin Pogge, at least while Crash is watching. Let's see, defense. I can't even flip Mike Green's signing rights, even if I wanted to. Can I move on from Carl Gunnarsson? I mean, I can, but not for anything in particular, so whatever. Crash, I'm not going to trade him, don't worry. Can I move Nate Prosser for anything? No. Can I move Christian Backman for anything? No. Taylor Chorney? No. Steven Johns has a little bit of trade value. Can I get anything for Steven Johns? A 5th in Dave Steckel or Brandon Prust in Dave Steckel? Might as well just keep Steven Johns in that instance. We got like Sealer, Hockenpah. Yeah, nothing to do there. Marty's signing rights are not worth a ton. 3rd round pick from the Habs or from Vancouver. Was Frazier meant to become a star? Now that he's been traded to Boston. I mean, I certainly hope so. Get 12 offers for Johns. Yeah, and they were all trash. I don't think I can get rid of Marty like that. What would the offer be for Radulov? Thank you for the 24, the 2 years from T-Cage, though. That's really not a bad offer, but I don't want to use generated dudes right now. Nathan McKinnon is a duck. That's insane. That is insane. I'll be at TK Jim, and I hope Fraser Minton turns out to be great, but, you know, only have your hopes up so much. Any good defenseman in this draft? I mean, top of the board is Seth Jones. It's Seth Jones, Josh Morrissey, Darnell Nurse, Ryan Murray. Seth Jones honestly might have to be the target. Right-handed defensemen have been very difficult. Very difficult to find. All right. So, I mean, I could move Radulov. But it's not a smart move with Marty at his age, and I don't really have another high-end right wing to replace him in the future. Panik is fine. Can I get anything for Kyle Beach? Not that I want to get rid of him. Not really. I dealt Craig Cunningham once before. Yeah. We got low 6 Jonas Donskoy, so I think his potential went up from a medium 9. I think. Can I move Rocco Grimaldi for anything? No. Okay. Left wing side, Malone and Skinner are still here. We got Kreider in the system. I mean, Andre Palat, kind of the only one that has any trade value. Sven Berschke has a bit of trade value. Can I get anything for Sven Berschke? 5th, 4th, 6th, a 3rd. The problem is at a 3rd round, like, I'm probably not getting a high 9 back with that 3rd round. So, Tanner Pearson, Zach Hyman. It's just a lot of prospects. Stamkos, the Cavalier, Charlie Coyle. We just have a lot of younger dudes on this team. A lot of them. Can I move Zach Dalpe? No. Can I move Colton Sevier since he's not going to get much better? No. Okay, well, in terms of moving certain players, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. I am going to have to move some forwards, though. We just have too many. What if I pair, like, Grimaldi and Cunningham together? And Kyle Beach? No. All right. In a bit of a weird spot. It is what it is. Wow, nobody in the top 10 wants to trade their first. That's crazy. Colorado takes Sasha Barkov. Not a bad replacement for missing out on Nathan McKinnon. Let's take a look around the league. See if there's anybody we might be interested in. Let's see if there's any potential deals on the table. Can't worry about high bottom 6s right now. We need medium 9 at best. Teemu Selanne hasn't retired. 42 years young. Cronwall or Pick. Don't really need him. Can't really afford him. Boston, not getting rid of anybody overly interesting. Not really worried about Hika. Toby Reeder? Did Chelios retire? I think he did. Yeah, I mean, you gotta figure he's an old man. A 4th and Carl Gunnarsson. I'm gonna say no to that. I feel like we can get a medium 9 with a 4th round pick. I'd want less than that. Ian White? $3 million. That's rough. That's rough. Carolina, Brad Stewart. More so looking for prospects here if we can get them, but it's not looking too good. Paul Stastny? Wow, his value is like way down. Why? 17 points last year. That would do it. I mean, he's not even... Ooh, never mind. 6 million. I thought it was half of that. I was going to say, he's not even that expensive. He is expensive, but it's Rick frickin' Nash, man. I'd have to work out a manual trade. Okay. Well, we'll think about that. Ooh, Nikita Gusev? Palmieri. Okay, hold on. What about if we do Gusev and Brock Nelson? Palmieri, Kreider, St. Louis. I mean, that's just not worth it at all. Yeah, that's just not. It's not worth it at all. Yep. That's not worth it. I don't even know if I could necessarily afford. Okay, so like a third rounder and the signing rights to Marty for Brock Nelson would be worth it. Kreider, not so much. I don't want to get rid of Marty. That is a good deal, though. But I'll let my loyalty to old MSL kind of screw me over. That's a shame. Any other prospects here? Tank for McDavid. Unfortunately, you can't make players young enough to have McDavid's draft be factored in. Close, but not close enough. Is that Jaden Schwartz? Nope. Generate a dude named John Schwartz. I was going to say, because Jaden Schwartz probably shouldn't be a medium elite, you know? St. Louis had that below guy who belows 52 at 19. Ricard Raquel? Third rounder and Marty. Not doing it. Colton Parayko, who did end up on the Blues. That's pretty much the price as a third and Marty, and I'm not going to do it. What about Connor Murphy? Well, Gunnarsson, a third and Gunnarsson. That's a good deal. Yeah, we'll do that. Third round pick, Carl Gunnarsson to St. Louis. Let's get Connor Murphy. Another right-handed defenseman. Can never have too many. Not looking too good for any other prospects. Tierney, Bjugstad. Josh Manson, another right-handed defenseman. Come on, get Marty out of there. No. God, Rick Nash, though, huh? We'd have to find a way to work that deal. Mark Streit? Okay, wow, they have just totally tanked any value that Mark Streit had. Davey Clarkman. Old David Clarkson. Montreal, nobody. Minnesota. Nobody that we really want. Then back to LA, and they didn't really have anybody that we wanted. See who the Islanders take it for. Jake Gensel. Then you got a generated dude, Elias Lindholm, Seth Jones, Bo Horvat. Good old Bowie. Obviously, Seth Jones is the most appealing player because, again, right-handed shots. So I'd like to think we could trade with Minnesota or Philly for this. Yeah, there goes Hunlick. All right, let's talk to Minnesota. I'm going to treat this like we're Vegas and still try to go after Rick Nash. Essentially, have your cake and eat it too. Or that's America. No, take it up or snipe and score. I don't know. First rounder in 2029, a sixth rounder in 2029, and John Gibson. I was going to run Gibson and Vasilevsky at the NHL level next year, but if we can use John Gibson to get Seth Jones, we should do it. That's a done deal with Minnesota. Done deal. And we will indeed take Boston Bruins legend Elias Lindholm. I'm kidding. We're definitely taking Seth Jones. Absolutely taking Seth Jones. Yeah, 78 overall, medium elite. He's going to be on the NHL roster day one. Day one for us. Seth Jones going to the other Florida-based team. Now, the big question, Columbus. Is there a way to work out a deal? I'm going to have to try to do this manually, but is there a way to work out a deal for Rick Nash? He's got 6 years left on his deal. We still have Skinner and Ryan Malone. I feel like the only way I could pull this off is because Skinner's contract is coming up. He's going to be an RFA this year. Is Ryan Malone willing to waive that no movement clause? No. Okay. However, Skinner can play center. We got Radulov and Marty on the right. Rick Nash was left wing only. Yeah. But Stamkos can play right wing. So the right wing side can be Stamkos and Marty. If I were to get rid of Radulov to try to make this happen, which one could argue isn't the smartest move. Left side would be LeCavalier Malone. Or Skinner Malone. Then we'll have LeCavalier. I mean, it does work, technically. Radulov doesn't want to go to Columbus. Shit. Columbus is not on the list of teams he will accept a trade to. Those are the 7 teams he would accept a trade to. He's getting better as well. I don't think there's a way to work out this deal. Especially because it won't let you be over the cap in the even in the off season. Because if I can move Mike Green, yeah, if I could move Mike Green, I could pull it off. But I don't think I can pull that off. Bo Horvat's on his way to Philly. Which means Lindholm is still there. Lindholm, Monahan, Morrissey. Let me talk to Florida really quickly. I'm still tempted to see if there's a way to get Rick Nash. Trying to be Vegas before Vegas was a thing. Yeah, Seth Jones. Yep, no thank you. No thank you. Okay. I think the only way I could pull this off is to deal Radulov in a separate trade. It would be to St. Louis for Boileau in 2 seconds. And then we'd probably use that guy to then go out and try to get Rick Nash. I mean, Radulov, the problem is he's a playmaker disguised as a sniper. So we're just never going to be able to get that high-end chemistry that I need to be able to get out of him, even though he does have the abilities. I mean, I guess technically we did have lines with +5s. But it is frustrating that he doesn't shoot the goddamn puck. How old is he? 26? How old's Rick Nash at this point? 29? Man. The problem is I need them to be willing to retain salary because otherwise he is just way too expensive. As Florida takes Elias Lindholm, very surprising, 81 overall rating out of the gates. We do have those 2 first rounders coming up. I don't think I have the value, even with that medium elite, to get them to retain money on Nash. It would be very, very tough, especially now because we already dealt John Gibson. It's going to be too expensive. I'd love to get him. It's just too much money right now. Too much money. All right. We still have 2 first-round picks left. Around the time I'm projected to pick, it's Nichushkin, Drouin, Burakovsky, Bjorkstrand, Duclair, Domi, Bushnevich, and numerous others. So, Monahan and Morrissey. Monahan's NHL ready. Hold on. Toronto. Sweet, beautiful Toronto. You willing to trade that pick? Dicks. All right. They're going to end up with Monahan? Yeah. All right. Ottawa. Get Darnell Nurse for the Nurse Jones pair. And win with it. Ottawa wants a second. Klingberg and Brody can't do that. It's too much. All right. Sens take Josh Morrissey. We'll just go up to our picks here. So we missed out on Valeri Nichushkin, 3 generated dudes with Boston there. So available with this pick is Darnell Nurse. Wow. He was projected around 11th. He's still available at 15. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess we will take Darnell Nurse. Why not? In that case, let me just see what I could get for this pick in a potential trade. Ian White, Codely, Clark MacArthur, Antti Miettinen. Yeah, no, we're doing this. We are doing this. Darnell Nurse, welcome in. Happy to have you. Whew. That's a hell of a pick for 15th overall. Shout out to, see, again, for all the shortcomings of this mode, I'm still just loving this flashback roster. Can't help it. It's too much fun. It is still too much fun. Let's see who the Devils end up taking at 16. They went for Jonathan Drouin. 74 medium 6. Okay. If I were to trade this pick, the 17th, again, I don't have the salary space to take on any of those players, so 17th pick is going to be whom? There's a lot of options. Let's actually call a timeout here. I want to get a full look. Flashback rosters on Xbox? Yes. Fortunately, still don't have cross-plat roster sharing. It's very annoying. So goalies in this draft. Jussi Saros, Tristan Jarry, Cal Peterson, Eric Comrie, Spencer Martin, Marcus Hogberg, Zach Fucale is the last one on the list. Oh, nope. Kristers Gudlevskis. We have Kristers Gudlevskis. John Gillies. Merrick Longhammer. Anton Bibo. Got Oscar Dansk. Mackenzie Skapski. Matt Tompkins. Any other notables further down? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Good to know. Vasi and Saros would be a disgusting tandem. You're not wrong. Defensemen Ryan Murray, Rasmus Ristolainen, Brett Pesce, Ryan Pollock, Nikita Zadorov, Mirko Mueller, Will Butcher, Madison Bowie, Robert Haig, Carson Soucy, Ryan Graves, Connor Clifton, Josh Brown, Tucker Pullman, Shea Theodore. He's got to be listed as a low elite. If he's that far down, it's because he's a low elite. I honestly think it's probably the same for Mackenzie Weegar. Sweet, beautiful Davis. Hello, friend. How are you? Let's see. There's quite a few real-world dudes in this draft. Quite a few indeed. Looks like I've hit the end of the list, though. Yep, unless there's some unknowns towards the bottom. Looks like I've hit the end of the list. Okay. Right wing side, Bjorkstrand, Mantha, Ryan Hartman, Sven Andrighetto, John Hayden, Mike McCarron, Hudson Fashing. That's about it. That's about it for right wings. Justin Bailey, Curtis Gabriel, Nick Baptiste, Le Baptista. All right, now it looks like we've exhausted our options. Left wing side, Burakovsky, Duclair, Bushnevich. Maximum amount of players. I didn't even know I could do that. Son of a bitch. All right, well. I mean, in terms of the options then, Burakovsky's potentially 1 year out. Same for Bjorkstrand. You got Duclair. Confirmed. Oh, that's still Bjorkstrand. Show me Duclair, please. Thank you. Potentially 1 year out. We got for Max Domi. 1 year out. Bushnevich, 1 year out. So, you pinned like 15 goalies. I sure did. Why are you showing me Mantha? I clicked on Murray. It's clearly on Ryan Murray. This game's broken as balls, isn't it? This game is still broken as balls. Just broken testicles. The video game. Ryan Murray. And Mantha, 2 years out, unconfirmed abilities. Could take Risto early. Get another gigantic frickin' defenseman. I don't really know who I want with this one. Sliler, it is a classic, huh? Andrew Niedermeyer. God, the forgotten legend of that run. I really don't want this pick, but there was no good offers. Are we sure nobody wants this pick? Are we sure? I mean, people want the pick just for terrible returns. You know, Columbus, I see you coming up there at 19. There's just no way I can make that deal work, though. Well, you know, I really don't care who I end up with in this instance. I mean, getting Ryan Murray probably wouldn't be the worst idea. Let's see, if I were to treat this from the perspective of who I'd want in real life. Or I could just take somebody incredibly early. Or just manually trade down to pick up Jussi Saros at 54. Or we just trade up into the second round later, which is fine. Guess we'll just go with Burakovsky. It's Burakovsky, Domi, or Bushnevich. Mantha as well, just because dual position. I almost want to go full Boston Bruins and just take a role player in Bushnevich. Let's just see who it takes. I don't even care. 17th, we do get Burakovsky. Okay. Which is good. We'll sim to the end of the first round. And see how that played out. Sliler, the name sounds familiar. I could not tell you from what challenge, though, man. Too much franchise over the years. All right. Bjorkstrand to the Rangers. Duclair to Columbus. Max Domi to Nashville. Bushnevich to Dallas. Ryan Murray to Buffalo. Anthony Mantha to Montreal. I actually could have gone with Risto and been fine. He goes to Chicago. Arturi Lehkonen to Vancouver. Tyler Bertuzzi is a Shack. Brett Pesce to Edmonton. Nikita Zadorov to Pittsburgh. Wenberg to Calgary. And Andrew Kopp to Washington. D-man with 99 shooting. He played him at forward. Okay, see, that is why it sounds familiar. That's fair. I've done some dumb things in terms of challenges on these games, haven't I? All right. We can continue to make moves. I mean, Saros is without a doubt the top target. Well, I mean, Ryan Pollock's available. Kubalik, JT Compher, Hartman, Paul Dickinson, Miles Wood, Andreas Janssen, Carter Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe's got to be a low elite too, right? Let's see if Florida will trade us this pick. Wouldn't mind getting the Pollock. The Pulock. A second and a third in the future for the 31st year. Done deal. Done deal. That's perfectly fine by me. Let's get ourselves another defenseman, Ryan Pollock. Projected 28th, still here at 31. We're taking him. Medium 4, 62. It's not too bad. But, crucial thing, another right-handed defenseman. So, all right, let's see. JT Compher goes to Atlanta. Let's see, a couple generated guys. A lot of generated guys. Dominic Kubalik to Minnesota. Another generated dude. There's quite a few of them. Ryan Hartman to the Maple Leafs. Wally, what's going on, dude? What's happening? Ottawa takes Nick Paul. Very fitting. Boston takes a dude named Cato. The Blues are willing to trade this pick. Let's talk to them as well, because I got a feeling Carter Verhaeghe's a low elite. Fuck. None of those are worth it. It took Miles Wood. Took the Phoenix Coyotes here. What do we got? Coyle in 2/3, Pollock a 4th and a 5th. Appreciate your later streams, dedication to the schedule. I mean, hey, I'll always take, hey, I'm glad you streamed this late, because 95% of the time, it's the opposite. All right, there goes Andreas Janssen. I'm really trying to focus here, make sure I don't hit a wrong button or something. Minnesota. I want to draft Carter Verhaeghe. I'm not getting the offers that I want to make that happen. They take Jason Dickinson. Carolina. Carolina Hurricanes. What do we got from Carolina? Palmieri, Palat, and Panik. Damn. 2/3 and Richard Panik. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Clears up a roster spot, and I'd rather have the low elite than a medium 9. Mr. Panik, have fun in Carolina. And we are definitely taking Carter Verhaeghe. He's got to be a low elite, right? He's listed as NHL ready out of the gates. So it was a good decision. 77 overall, low elites. With abilities. Oh, my God. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Welcome in, Carter Verhaeghe. Dude, he's going to have to make the NHL roster this year. His shot still needs some work, but good Lord. Or if we at least play him at, like, the first-line AHL level. Good Lord. They even made him a low overall, and he grew fast. There you go. All right. Generated Kessler on the move. Mirko Mueller to Ottawa. Columbus gets Sven Andrighetto and Dalmont. And we got to look now to trade with Toronto. If we can. Sven Berchke in 2/3. Coyle, Murphy, Brody, Pollock. Who's after Toronto? Back-to-back St. Louis picks. Okay. Same. Coyle and Marty. Brody, Brennan, Kreider, Chorney, Klingberg. Shit. Come on, St. Louis. Screwing me here. Yeah. Well, if I want Saros, I'm going to need to give up somebody half decent, but it will be nice to get another goalie in the system after moving John Gibson. It'll be Sven Berchke and 2 third-rounders going to Toronto for the 50th overall pick. And that will leave us room to take Saros with this next selection. 67 overall, high starter, up to 6'1". Decent abilities as well. So we have had a nice little draft here, to say the least. We don't have another pick now, though, for a while. Butcher, Bowie, Haig, Soucy, Graves, Clifton, Brown, Pullman, Marco Dano. Shea Theodore at 66 has to be a low elite. Nothing else makes sense. Janmark, Lazar, Jari, Carrier, Pontus Aberg. I'm thinking Mackenzie Weegar's a low elite as well. So again, we are looking at pick number 66. Pick number 66. So we can sim to the end of this round. That's at 61. Let's see who else was picked here. Robert Haig to Montreal. Will Butcher to Chicago. Generated dudes. I mean, that's obviously an insane pick for Atlanta. Madison Bowie to Edmonton. More generated dudes. Carson Soucy to Dallas. Okay, Colorado. Colorado. Do we have the assets here to make something happen? Coyle in a fourth. Murphy, Dano, Pearson, Jenner. Shit. If I'm right that he's a low elite, this trade's worth it. Connor Murphy to Colorado for a fourth. Let's see if I'm right about Shea Theodore being a low elite. Okay, good. I mean, the name value, but him being that low, it just seemed too likely. Some good abilities, shooting, stick him up. I mean, seeing eye, a shooting ability, a defensive ability, a passing ability. Welcome into Shea Theodore. And that also left Mackenzie Weegar at pick number 74. So Ryan Graves goes to Edmonton. Islanders get Marco Dano. Generated dude to the Ducks. Tristan Jarry to Columbus. Atlanta takes Connor Clifton. Edmonton takes Josh Brown. Atlanta goes for Tucker Pullman. And Carolina took Mackenzie Weegar earlier than expected. I saw that Ottawa was willing to trade their pick. I tried to hold on for one more pick. Okay, well, hey. You can't get everybody. But we have restocked the cupboards decently here. So, see what they want for him? Nah, that's fine. We'll let him go. Was there anybody else that I was absolutely targeting? Slepyshev, Ernie, Patan, Zekov, Tyler Mott, Freddie Gauthier. I mean, there's players that are notable, but nobody outrageously good. That's like absolutely worth trading up to get. So we will probably just let it go. So I was here for your trade deadline reactions. Who's the biggest winner? Win now, losers, biggest upside, long play winners. I did upload my entire reactions to the whole deal on the YouTube side. Biggest winner of the 2025 NHL trade deadline. Florida, Colorado, Dallas. I mean, those are the names that come to mind. Biggest upside / long-term winners, Carolina. The problem is they didn't need to be long-term winners. They needed to be short-term winners. But long-term, they actually did very well for themselves. So that's got to be the first one that comes to mind there, too, because it was weird. All right, let's see. Pick number 107. Is there anybody left with pick 107? There is. Okay. Dylan Hetherington, Kyle Burrows, Cal Peterson. So, I mean, we got a couple of dudes that are still there. We got another pick coming up. Let me see if I can trade this. Just realized that was 109, not 107. I don't know why those are out of order. 5th rounder in Severette. 5th rounder Steckel. Rust. Toby Reeder might be more of a guarantee than any of the guys I can draft right now. Just a future 4th rounder. Nick Bjugstad. Chris Tierney. Again, future 4th rounders. Yeah, do I think Toby Reeder is going to be better than whoever I could draft here? Yes, I do. With respect to Dylan Hetherington, who we once used pretty well in a Blue Jackets series, but, you know. Kana, hope you're doing well. Hope you have a good stream. Remember the time. Oh, God, yeah, don't mention that. I'm upset about it. All right, we'll get a 4th rounder out to Buffalo for Toby Reeder. We will work out a deal here for Nick Bjugstad from Ottawa. And then this other 4th rounder. Looks like we could get Miles Wood, Nick Paul, Chris Tierney. Good old Bob Koff. We'll go for Miles Wood from St. Louis. Cool. 2029, all I have left for picks, my 5th and 7th. That is it. Good Lord. I really am playing this like the Tampa Bay Lightning. Future draft picks? What the hell are those? Hey, I could take on Rick DiPietro's contract. And get Robert Haig from Montreal. That's the deal. 7th rounder for Robert Haig. Why wouldn't I do that? He was taken much earlier than that. So yeah, we're going to be done with this particular draft. Although, can I flip Max LaPierre? Because fuck that guy. The hell even were you? Were you a center? You were. Get on out of here. I don't want you. I'd much rather trade you for the signing right. I don't want to take Teemu away from the Ducks. Give me the signing rights to Richard Bachman, I guess. I don't know. There's no way I'm keeping him either, so no big deal. But honestly, a very, very strong draft. A lot of our futures are gone, but Jones, Nurse, Burakovsky, Pollock for Hagee, Saros, and Shea Theodore at the end of it. And that is what the first round looked like. We'll scroll through these again. I'm not going to read off every single pick because who has time for that? Well, let's see. Let's see. That second round where certain players ended up. Let's see. I feel like we tracked most of those, in fairness. Yeah, I traded a 7th round pick for a dude who went in the 2nd round. That's hilarious. Wally, we're using Snipe and Scores 2009-2010 flashback roster in Custom League. And looking to rebuild the Tampa Bay Lightning. 3rd round. Curtis Lazar to the Islanders. Adam Ernie, Nick Patan to the Leafs. 4th round, Mike McCarron, Gustav Olofsson, Freddie Gauthier to the Ducks. Okay, there we go. Fair enough. Very happy. Very, very happy with that draft. But now we got some, well, we have a glitched out bit of nonsense because of course we do. It's as easy as backing out to the main menu, but just EA. Can we get it together? I'm begging you. I'm begging you.